I watched this interview where the presidential spokesperson Bayo Onanuga said that he doesn't see the hunger Nigerians are talking about. In response, two journalists gave him some sincere and thought-provoking advice that I believe every public official should hear. The reality is that millions of Nigerians are struggling daily with high cost of food, transportation, education, and healthcare. Whether our leaders acknowledge it or not, the experience of ordinary citizens cannot be ignored. As citizens, our strongest tool for change is not anger or insult, it's to vote. This is why every eligible Nigerian should make sure that they have their valid voters card and be ready to participate in the next election. The leaders we choose today will shape your future tomorrow. So it's time to get those voters card. It might be stressful now. If you're 18 and above, try to get your voters card and try to participate. Watch this short video and tell me, do you agree with the journalist's advice? What message should you give our leaders concerning these our economic realities Nigerians are facing?
The media in Nigeria, they're even creating the problem. The way they report insecurity is as if the entire country is consumed. Don't let people frighten you that the entire country is under siege.
It's not about.
It is not so.
It's not about frightening.
There are security breaches. Nobody is this.
There are major security breaches.
There are security breaches. Anytime I read about either a kidnap or an attack somewhere, sometimes I look at the time. I say, wow, it happened 8 p.m. It happened 9 p.m. Sometimes 1 a.m. I say, wow.
Yeah.
So, my brother, a long time ago, the police told people to stop traveling at night. They told them, stop traveling at night. That was even before Bola Tinubu said, stop traveling at night. What was the level of our currency when this president came in? Officially, 400 and something naira to $1. Unofficially, where we had criminal arbitrage going on, about 100% more than the official rate. What the presidency did was say, look, let the naira find its true value. Let the naira find its true value. And I think yesterday also, either it was IMF or World Bank, and it's another saying that Nigeria currency, the true value, is about 1.1. That's 1,100 naira or so. Even though now today, it's still 1,300 or something, even by CBN standard. Which means the naira can even do better. The naira has found its value. The naira will appreciate more as we are going. We have been pigeonholed into certain assumptions, certain conclusions. People just say it's like in the early days of this government. I think the president went to Lagos. I think it was coming from the Central Mosque, and somebody now did a voiceover. And that means we are hungry. Since then, people have been saying that, hey, we are hungry.
Yeah, but
I'm a Nigerian. I have people working for me privately. I don't see the level of hunger people are talking about because I see them and I keep asking them questions. How are things? How are they adjusting? What are the problems?
Well, if you take a very simple thing, okay, a lot of people's incomes have not gone up. I'm sure you're aware of that.
No, this government has increased minimum wage.
No, even if the labor unions are saying that does not go anywhere near. And in fact, a lot of governments are still not paying the minimum wage.
That is not true.
Now, Onanuga's comments have sparked a flurry of reactions. He based his hunger assessment on how his own private staff are surviving. But here's what the data says. Food prices have surged between 50 and 200% in the past 2 years. The naira lost nearly 70% of its value since the fuel subsidy removal. And the National Bureau of Statistics recorded food inflation above 40% for most of 2025. The presidency itself has acknowledged that UNICEF projected 33 million Nigerians, including 16 million children, will face hunger, a figure the government disputed but could not entirely dismiss. Now, when a presidential spokesperson uses his own household, personal staff, as an economic yardstick, instead of market surveys, hunger indices, or the voice of ordinary Nigerians, the disconnect between Aso Rock and the street becomes impossible to ignore. Good morning, Dr. Abati. How are you this morning?
Good morning.
Good morning, Ayo. How are you this morning?
I'm doing
Good
great.
morning, Rufai. How are you this morning? I was hearing you giggling when you were listening to Bayo Onanuga speak. But Ayo, our president, I'd like for your analysis on the story really quickly, and then before I come to Rufai.
So I thought, let me first of all say that Mr. Bayo Onanuga.
Some people will think that they are competing with the main president, so please.
Oh, no, I said my own president. See us here now.
Please, you can be president of many things.
I'm the president of the Women's Association of Our Rights. President, can I clarify? President of the Women's Association of Our Rights.
You have abdicated your self-appointed position.
Which role is that?
You are supposed to be the president.
I don't understand.
Looking after the business.
When Ayo is here.
And defending the...
When Ayo is here, how is that possible? No, okay. Ayo, go ahead.
They should not set me up.
No, lie.
You are not one of them.
Okay.
Let's talk about the real president of the country. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for avoidance of doubt. But, I mean, so Mr. Bayo Onanuga is a man I respect very much. And it's a difficult job to be the spokesperson of an unpopular government to a very large extent. And I know they would want to argue that and say that, oh, who says we're unpopular? The truth is that if you do a quick survey of a number of Nigerians and the realities they faced since this government came into power, many of them would let you, tell you about the difficulties that they are facing with regards to the high cost of living, wages that are not sufficient, the insecurity that we face as a nation. So it's a difficult job. However, I think it was quite worrying to hear the voice of at least one of the people who speaks to the ears of the president. He's a special advisor, be so out of touch with the realities of many Nigerians. And his sample size of survey was a group of people who work for him. Already we know that there's sycophancy when it comes to people that work with you. It's difficult sometimes if you are paying their salary for them to tell you the truth. Is this someone that will collect salary that will tell you that, sorry, I'm suffering, no, this country is very hard for me? Or maybe they're even insulated from the realities of what is going on. And I think that's where the major concern is. We've often said it, and it just proved what we have said in times past, that the presidency is far removed from the realities of people on ground. Even when he was asked around insecurity and he said, it's largely safe, then he goes on to say that, but you are told not to travel at night. Are we for real? Is this what Nigeria has turned to, whereby the victims now become blamed for not taking care as a result of it? So if I get kidnapped, it's because I moved at night.
It's your fault.
It's my fault. That is a big problem. And so the major problem for me in that interview is that it revealed to a deeper level that, I don't want to say the word that we are in trouble. If the people that are speaking to the president, that are advising him, that are telling him what to do, are telling him that, Oga, don't know, like what Dr. Abati say, relax, everything is in control, there's nothing wrong with Nigeria, and people are just complaining or magnifying the issues, and then of course the cheap take at the media saying that it's media that is magnifying. We just report the fact, and in fact, in many areas it is underreported. Yes. We try to manage so that we don't continue to promote despondency with the people. So it is shocking, and I hope that the president is watching this show this morning. That, sir, things are not good, though. Food prices are expensive. The people are lamenting. Those in your convoy are not a true reflection of what is happening in Nigeria. Those whose allowances are paid and their lifestyle funded by the Nigerian taxpayers who have ESTA code are not the true Nigerian voices. If you want to listen, just go on your social media platform, collect your phone from them one day and don't listen to what they're saying. A lot of them are just speaking to what you want to hear, sir. A lot of things are not working. People have modified their behavior without even knowing because of the level of insecurity. People don't want to go out late at night. In Lagos now, Mushi, bomb explosion. So you're now wondering, should I go to the market or not? Schools have become, instead of being a safe space, have become a spot where children can be kidnapped at any time. Parents are afraid to take their children to school, and you say things are okay. Things are not okay, in case nobody has told the president. And what we're just asking for, sir, is for you as the commander-in-chief, as the president of Nigeria, to do something about this. This is what the Nigerian people are calling on you to do. Please don't listen to those who are telling you that things are okay. People are suffering.
Bayo, thank you for your summary.
Bobby, Oji.
Yes.
Bayo should carry Holy Bible and swear to God Almighty that people that are asking him urgent 2K has not increased in the last 3 years.
Is he a Christian or a Muslim?
I beg the Holy Bible or Quran or anyone that is any faith book, even if it's a Buddhism, maybe the Bhagavad Gita or something, you should swear to Almighty God that people that are asking him for urgent 2K in the last 3 years have not increased. You should swear to God that people that are asking him for money, that they are poor, that they have economic conditions, they've all increased for all of us now. Dr. Abati is here. Dr. Abati, have they not increased? They've increased from 50-something% poverty to 60-something% poverty because of the subsidy. And the presidential spokesperson he was abusing Obi the other day. He can't even get facts right. He said the Naira has found its value. Oro! IMF the other day said the Naira is still undervalued by 25%. That the true value of the Naira is supposed to be about 1,000 something. How can a presidential spokesman be speaking without facts? He drove on a highway. No, they should not do the road. They should leave it there with quota and tar. He said he's not seeing poor people. He also claims he's living in Aja. Aja. And he says he's just seeing people that are hungry. Then he goes ahead, starts to say all sorts, get a lot of things. Even the person that was even trying to correct people showed a lot of ignorance as regards even the power sector. Maybe was the one correcting Obi the other day. In fact, I want to read something to you this morning, please, if I'm being given the time. As regards a reaction, an expert reaction to the interview he granted where he was talking about the power sector. Where they say for the record we have installed capacity of 15,000 megawatts. Is Mr. Onanuga saying that it's only the gas suppliers that are owed? Did they not conduct a research of the indebtedness before they came in? Did they not remember the 4 trillion he speaks of that accumulated from 2050 to 2024? Did they remember the inflation and forex volatility due to the floating of the Naira? Can they really exonerate themselves?
All right.
I mean, you see, it just shows. And I don't want to believe these people don't know. You are saying that, Mr. President, things are tough. They know. They even know more than us the hunger and the suffering of people. But you see, because of partisanship, they can't come out and say, oh, things are tough. Because they know it's going to be an indictment on their government because most of these things were caused by them. What we are saying is take accountability. Mr. Onanuga is so quick to call people economic illiterates and call people names online. And he doesn't even know that the IMF released a report that the Naira is still undervalued. Naira has found its value after 2 days after IMF said this. They know these things. They're just keeping the facts away from these people. And enough of all of this. How long are people going to die for in this country?
All right. You wanted to say something, Dr. Bayo?
Yeah, quickly. Just to say, I think Mr. Onanuga may well be right. He says he doesn't see the level of hunger that Nigerians are talking about. Mr. Onanuga works in the presidential villa, Aso Rock, which is a gated cage. When you are in a gated cage, you may not see what is happening outside. However, may we say this, that the report that we're talking about is documented about hunger in Nigeria. The National Bureau of Statistics of Nigeria says that about 68% cannot afford to feed. The National Bureau of Statistics says food inflation is over 48%. The World Bank says households in Nigeria cannot even feed about 60%. One other report says that over 70% of Nigerians are living in poverty. What you can say is not about what Mr. Onanuga sees. Is he aware of these reports? Does he have counterfacts, alternative truths to counteract what these statutory institutions have said? That is the question we should ask him. But if he says he has not seen it, he cannot see it because for this moment in his life, he's in a gilded cage where he's in luxury, and he's not likely to know that even in the election in Ekiti State, they were distributing tomatoes and giving people rice so that they can have basic meals. So that's my defense of his position. But the reality should be what we experience. Even on this table, I don't know how many of you have eaten this morning, and how many of you.
I don't eat breakfast.
It's not even about. Is it even about eating breakfast?
But there is.
Can your salary feed you? That is the question. You are very hungry people, Nigerians.
All right.
Because what you earn cannot even offer you the luxury that you want.
All right.
So that's the context.
That is the context. And let me read a tweet from Leke. We told you we'll be reading your stories, and this is a post on Leke. This person wrote, Bayo Onanuga boasts of power improvement in this Tinubu regime, and yet Aso Rock spent billions of naira on solar electricity and migrated from the improved power. Is this not what we call high level of quagmire from our so-called leaders? Hashtag what's trending. I mean, you know, he made a lot of comments, you know, in that interview yesterday on Arise Primetime. But it is good to note that the presidency has to be in touch with the voices that are speaking right now, the Nigerian voice at this moment. Now, if we can take our next story.